Hello, this is Chef Remy. Well, today we're going to make stuffed peppers, and we're going to make them in English and in Spanish. So we'll be uploading this one first and then the Spanish one. Now we're going to be using 6 bell peppers like you see here, and I'll show you how to cut them and stuff them. Lots of fun. And this is a classic, really. It's around for years, and there's so many things you can do to it to vary it and make it your own. Now here we cut the top off, and we're just going to pull that out, and maybe we'll take a little paring knife and kind of cut the ribbing out a little bit. Yeah, just like that. Just kind of yank it out. That part becomes a little bitter if you leave it in there. So there you are. And it should look like this, just like that. So there you go, you cut them all up, and take the little tops there and cut those up and put them in a little baggie and save them for something else. Now here's the other ingredients: a small onion, garlic, ground chuck, salt and pepper, rice, tomato sauce, and mozzarella shredded. That's all it's to it. Of course, you'll probably put other things in there like capers. Now here we're going to get our rice ready. So we had a little bit of salt, water, and rice, and we're going to pour it into a little pot. Just 2/3 cup of water and 1/3 cup of rice and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We give it a little bit of a stir, bring it to a boil, and then we cover it and set our timer for 15 minutes. That's all, 15 minutes. We have the heat down very, very low. Okay, it's been simmering for 15 minutes. Turn the heat off, and it's nice and flaky. See? So you kind of just stir it up a little bit and set it aside. That's all. Now the peppers. We're going to boil them in this pot right here. We bring that to a boil and sink the peppers in there. In the meantime, let's get ready for the meat. We have all the ingredients that we're going to be putting into the ground beef: tomato sauce and onion, garlic, and we have a nice 10-inch skillet that we're going to do it in. Okay, we got our water boiling now, and this really does come first before the meat. Do this first. Okay, we sink them down in there, and this is only going to boil for 5 minutes. Remember, they're going to be cooking again later in the oven, but we want to just kind of parboil them a little bit. And there's my website, by the way, thevideocook.com. I invite you to go over there and take a look. You'll see a lot of other recipes in there: Chinese, Italian, Spanish, lots of other recipes. Okay, so we got our pepper boiled, and now here's the meat. And that pepper only boiled for 5 minutes, by the way. So we put the onions, salt and pepper, or no, actually we didn't put the salt and pepper in yet. We'll put that later. All we really want to do is just brown this with the onions. Don't put anything else in there. And then we're going to drain it like this. See, this is a good way to drain it. You could Just lift the skillet and throw it all into a strainer if you want. Okay, there you go. Now the garlic, and we let that cook just a little bit for a few seconds, and we put our meat back in, the one that's been cooked with the onions. Spread it out and get it ready. We're going to put the salt and pepper in and the rice. And we're also going to put the tomato sauce in too. One cup. Now we had a 15-ounce can that still got plenty of tomato sauce in it after we poured 1 cup into that measuring cup. And we're going to deal with that in a minute. Now I like to put a little bit of Italian seasoning. It's got oregano in it, you know, several things. You'll want to vary it around a little bit yourself. Okay, so now we're going to spoon it into the peppers. Now bear in mind that all we did in that skillet was get this all very hot. We didn't cook it all the way through. We just kind of browned it, got it all together. Now here you go. See, this is the tomato sauce, and we put a little bit of that Italian seasoning in there. Now we're going to cover the meat with a little bit more of the rest of the tomato sauce that's left over in the can, which was about maybe half a cup. And we're going to wrap it up with aluminum foil, real tight, and we're going to put it in the oven. Now the oven's going to be 350 degrees now. Slide her in there, and we're going to do this twice now. 45 minutes at 350. Then we'll take it out, take the aluminum foil off, and put it back in for another 15 minutes, uncovered. There you go. Put it back in. Now, I assure you those fire engines are not coming over to my house. I don't think I burned anything. Okay, here we go. 15 minutes now. Whoa, yikes. That's some kind of an alarm there. Alrighty, so we're done. Let's now put some shredded mozzarella cheese on top. That'll melt down in there. And we'll just put a couple of these in a plate. And we're done. Stuffed bell pepper. Some of the things you might want to put in there are maybe sliced black olives, capers, there's many things you could put in there. Look at some of my other recipes on my website. And there you have it, stuffed bell pepper. And I thank you for watching. This is Chef Remy. Appreciate your coming over. Take a look at my website, thevideocook.com. Leave me a comment if you can. Thank you. Bye-bye.